Yo, this is illmage with another solo queue review. So this game was actually really close, so hopefully there will be a lot of good examples of things to improve on. So it looks like the teams are pretty balanced. We have, I've seen Hawken, Odorface, and the last Chaser around a little bit, and they have Midget and, or Life Size and a couple other people, so I assume it's going to be a pretty close game. So yeah, let's get into it. OTP I've seen him around as well a few times. So first, as always, check if your forwards are backwards. There's no one behind me, so I'm backwards. And I don't see anyone in front of me either, so I assume like my whole team is back right now, which is really unfortunate, but sometimes it can happen, and I don't really know what the right thing to do is in this situation, if it's like best to send someone forward. Maybe Hawken was forward here anyways, but yeah, if all three people are back, it's just really unlucky, in my opinion. You just kind of play a little bit more defensive, but they're able to get the ball. Eric passes up to Hawken. I'm already behind, so I don't think I need to make a play on this, so I'm just looking around for something to do, which is most of the time going to be punching the Seeker. So I'm able to get him. It was a little bit close, but he just kind of flew right at me. And they're going to get the kickoff. They're going to probably get a hero kick on our Seeker, which is a little unfortunate. Oh, he doesn't. He's able to stay safe somehow. I'm just going for the tackle on the carrier. I think I assumed he was going to dodge here, because most of the time when you're approaching someone, they're gonna dodge. Honestly, I should have just tackled anyways, even if it forced the dodge, because it would have been, I think it would have been the right play. But I just held because I assumed he was going to dodge, and I for sure would have got the steal. But anyways, after that, I see this guy. He's calling for the pass, and he's behind him, and you can see it changes to like brownish or goldish. So the pass is in the air, and he's going to this guy, and he's about to receive it because he's like reaching back for it. That means he's getting like the pass incoming notification on his screen. So what you can do is you can punch this guy, and then this ball just becomes a loose ball. It no longer locks onto him, so it's just going to kind of like drop on the floor right here. So I punch him. I just missed barely picking up the quaffle, but Hawken picks it up right before OTPHJ, and now I'm just moving forward kind of with him. I'm able to be in front of him and Eric, so I'm just going to call him for pass. I see they're right on me, but I'm still calling for pass. I see you can kind of tell if they're looking at you, if this little notification, this little thing is like big and blue and gold rather than like the normal blue. So he's like looking at me right now, so I'm trying to get into a spot on the other side where he can pass it for the one-timer. So I'm just holding the drift button this whole time. Like once I start going forward, right here, I'm holding drift, and then I'm just waiting for hopefully for the pass. I mean, if he goes for the shot, that's fine. But I'm just trying to create the opportunity, and he passes, and I'm holding the one-timer, so it goes in. That was a really nice pass by him. If you see like your teammate kind of creating openings like that, the one-timer can be a pretty effective shot to score. A lot of keepers struggle with that. I go for the punch on him, but he just barely gets the pass forward, it looks like. I mean, it looks like it's still in his hand right there. I guess, I don't even know what happened. Honestly, I feel that should have been a tackle, but... It goes slow sometimes. I want to watch that again just to see. I mean, it looks like the ball's in his hand when I punch him. I guess maybe it didn't like count as a tackle, or maybe it counted as a whiff. Also, I should have just reverse cammed here. Or I was trying to get back on the play. This is probably fine. I probably should have gone focus cam, actually. But I saw Eric had the ball anyways. I'm not sure how he got it. Maybe he like intercepted a forward pass or something. I don't really know. But I just hands up, call for the ball. Now I'm pretty free. They're both calling for it, but I'm in front of them. So I just go for a normal dot. We'll go for a dodge and then upward shot. I don't know if he's like gonna... Because he's kind of sitting in the middle a little bit. He's kind of kicking everywhere. He probably would have saved it from the right side, so I just went up anyways. Now I'm just looking for the Seeker. Unlucky for the Seeker, actually, it turns around and goes blue again. Generally, the Seekers are upset when it's on the other team's side a bunch, so Most of the time he probably would have flown right at me, but it had turned around. I think I should have seen that it turned around. I probably should have not gone for that tackle, gone for it a little later. Again, I see the beater. I missed this, so I'm looking for the next thing, which is good punches on the beater. He's right there. So I go for the punch on him. He had the bludger, so now he has to resummon it. Now, oh, what the? Now, after that, the quaffle's out, so I'm looking to make a play on that because it's like right in front of me. And here, I'm kind of coming from the side, but it would have missed. Like I'm way too high, so I'm just still following him. And then I go for the tackle down on him. And I mean, this is what I call a scam, where you like tackle them, and like there's the tackle like blink, like your screen like blinks as if you tackled them. But for some reason, the game just says you don't get the ball. So like here, my screen like flashes like gold, like everywhere. And he just keeps the quaffle. He just tanks it like a champion. He doesn't even take damage. So he didn't take damage from the tackle or like anything. Luckily the kick is able to hit him. So that was really unfortunate. But just kind of is the way the game is right now. If that happens, just know that it's unfortunate and you did not make a mistake. Anyways, Eric's able to make the play on the loose ball recovery. Because this kick, it just becomes a loose ball. If the keeper had gold charged this, it would have been a hero protected. So that guy wouldn't have been able to pick it up, but he just not full charge kicked it, so it was able to get picked up. But Eric comes from the side and gets a nice tackle. Right now, the only reason I'm following him is to try to punch OTPHJ off of him, so that way he's able to take like a clean 1v1. He's not like pressured by the chasers following him. And he actually got a bludger on him as well, so he for sure wasn't going to catch. And he goes for the shot. Keeper saves it. It's all good though. Everyone, sometimes your shots just get protected. And here, I'm just trying to make a play on this quaffle. He's got a lot of pressure right now. He's got blinking red indicators everywhere. That's why he's looking to pass. I'm still trying to make a play on him. But I came in from like above, and generally when you pass, it like throws it up a little bit from your character. So like coming in from like a little bit on top and from the side is definitely the best like angle you can come in. Luckily I just get there at like the perfect time to intercept the pass. And at this point I'm free, so I'm just looking for something. Here, I don't know that I saw him charge up the kick. I do. So I should have seen him doing this and gone for like an up dodge or something and just a normal shot. But I like going for back shots, so I flip around, but he's already in the kick. Like I would have already seen him start the kick. So this was just a bad play. Like I saw him right there and I see him coming in. But at this point I was already committed because it was kind of a tight angle if I would have gone like straight at it. But I should have just done it anyways. But I went for a quick dodge. Like I dodge up, but I'm already too late because he started the kick so early. So I should have like dodged up here anyways. Just dodge up first and then reverse cam and do all this after. I just did it in the wrong order. It was just, honestly, it was just greedy. I shouldn't have done it like that. It's a loose ball right here. I'm still following because I'm pretty sure I can catch up even if he's not doing that. He passes. I should have probably not punched him when he passed. I should have probably kept moving forward to be able to make a play, but because I took the punch on him, even though he didn't have the quaffle, now I'm in a bad spot because the guy he passed it to is moving forward like full speed, and I'm just going really slow off the tackle, so I can't get back to actually help on the play. So it's probably bad to go for that tackle there. In hindsight, at this point the snitch race is getting pretty close. Keeper gets a good kick on him, and he gets bumped, and I get a punch on him, so he's really low, 2 health at this point. And luckily our keeper is aware enough to move forward and get the hero kick on that guy and finish him off. So that helps us out with the snitch a lot. Hawken and Eric are both making the play here. I'm just kind of far sitting back at like, I'm a little far forward honestly at this point, but because the seeker was dead, I know there's nothing really behind me to do, so I decided to just like hunt the beater. The player always goes like slow like that, but right here I see the beater is low And like I said, the Seeker is dead, so I'm just going to go for punch on him, get him a little bit lower, make him a little bit more like nervous for his life. I get another punch on him, so he's 3 health. 2 more punches will kill. So I'm just following him at this point, try to get the pressure off of our Seeker. Now he's 1 health, but I see the Quaffles right in front of me, so I'm going to try to make a play on this rather than follow him, because I think this would be more valuable. So here, I don't want to like approach him straight on, so I'm going to come from like the side, which is generally a better like angle, but he just flies like pretty high upwards right there. He was going straight, and then he turned upwards, which was the good play for him. And without even dodging, he just gets by me. Luckily for us, he whiffs, but I had the bad whiff. Hawken throws it. I think he might have been trying to throw it to the keeper there, but it locks on to our chaser, so now we're just moving forward. I'm trying to, this is a good example of trying to use focus cam to try to watch where the ball is going, even when you're off of it. And again, that's still something I need to do better. Looks like they just whiffed. The beater whiffed. Luckily his tackle also whiffed. Yeah, I got pretty fortunate here. That dodge didn't do anything. He had already missed. I could have just not done it and kept going faster. Here, I see him calling for the pass. I know that the chaser is coming, so I'm just looking for the pass here. It might have been a little bit late because this guy likes to kick, so he didn't have much time after he caught it to do something. Probably could have had time to dodge or something, but or maybe I should have just made the play, but I don't know. I just thought I would give it. He's been able to make quite a few scores this game, so again, I gave him another shot because he was just in front of me. Like generally, it's safer to pass it to the people in front who are like more open and have a better, like a further attack on the goal rather than just trying to always do it yourself. Even if they miss every now and then, like I think it's a good thing to like try to trust your teammates and give them like an opportunity to play the game if they're in the right spot, you know. He was forward, so I just looked to pass to him. But anyways, keeper defends it with an aggressive kick again. And one thing to keep in mind is as this keeper has been kicking all the time, like in my head, I'm thinking I can just like dodge his kick, and then it's a free shot. I don't need to do anything like fancy for this guy, is what I'm thinking. I go focus cam to try to see what's happening with the ball. I was moving forward because Hawken had it to try to give him like an open passing lane, but at this point the Quaffle's like gone. I have no chance of making it back, like no matter how slow they go. So I'm just gonna try to make a play on the snitch that I saw go like by on top of like they're about to catch. So I'm probably too late honestly here anyways. He makes a turn. The reason I make such like I don't aim for like the outside wall here, I like cut inside, is because I see the snitch. That's one good thing to do is as you're like playing, you can, this is a horrible map, but you can like see the snitch here, and I see like cuts in rather than going around, so I try to like cut that angle. I just miss. He made like a little like turn here. I thought maybe he would keep going, but I just missed honestly. But I think it's important to like recognize where the snitch is even as the chaser, so you can try to like make a play on angles that happen like this and just like follow the snitch down and see where they probably are going. And he's able to catch the snitch, which was a good catch for him. Here, I'm pretty sure I'm forward. I might not be. It's hard to tell on this map. I'm probably back, honestly, though, looking back. But luckily, they were slow moving forward, and I was able to get the kick anyways. I held one timer a little bit early here, but if you just keep holding it and they're really slow, you can aim really high upwards and kick it over their heads, even if they're really close. So like you saw, that guy like went right by. Right there. It just barely went over his head. If I had aimed more straight, he would have just caught it. I would have kicked it right to him. So this is one of the like explanations of it being really important to aim high with the kickoff one-timers. This also puts it in like a good position for me to catch it and get control and be able to move it myself. And here I saw even before the guy hit the bludger at me, I figured he was going to, because look, he's sitting here just kind of drifting with the bludger in hand, waiting to make a play on it. So I assume he's going to be throwing it at me anyways. Plus it's blinking red, which means he's aiming at me with it. So here I'm thinking I'm just going to shovel. Like pretty much before any of this happened, I'm thinking I'm going to shovel because I know my teammates are going to be moving forward somewhere on the left. And it's pretty lucky actually. He's going for the kick on me already, like normal, and the bludger is already on me. So they have two of their like forms of defense all invested on me, and I'm already just going to shovel it. It's almost late, but it's like perfect time to where I eat the kick and the bludger, but it's a wide open shot. Like there was nothing they could do to stop that. So that was the point where I think it was a good death because I like soaked up all of their possible ways to stop the play and was able to get the pass to my teammate and then my teammate was also in a good spot. He was in like the perfect spot to receive the pass and make the shot. So just keep in mind, like both things are necessary. Like you're not a one-man team. But here I just approach from the side, which is always a good angle to make the tackle instead of head on, because if you're head on, they're looking at you. So coming from the side is going to be successful a lot of the time. I get the tackle. Ooh, and he gets the pickup. I wonder if I saw that guy. I don't know that I see him. I see that blinking red indicator like pretty late, honestly. I don't know. I don't think I realized that he was there, which is I don't know that I ever saw him. Maybe I should. I don't know. If I dodged, it would have been a blind dodge, dodging nothing. I think that would have been a mistake, but he was just in a good spot. I mean, he came literally from the blind spot that I'm always talking about. Yeah, right here. So he comes from the side exactly like I'm talking about. Like this is the best way to approach, because I hadn't seen him earlier. Most of the time you'll probably be able to see where they are, but I literally didn't see him at all from where I spawned. And he just comes in from the side, immediately tackles, and he just gets it because I just wasn't aware of it and able to react in time. So that's another good example of tackling right there. But Eric's making the play. He shovels because he's getting nervous. There's a lot of pressure on him. It didn't lock on anybody, but Hawken was there to pick up the loose ball. So there I just punched the chaser to try to keep the pressure off of him, because that guy would have been the first to him. He's moving a little bit slow here. He's a little bit nervous. There's a lot of people around him. So I'm just kind of slowly moving on top of him because I tackled. Unfortunately, Eric died, so it's just me and Hawken. He didn't have anywhere to pass it to. So they were able to get the keeper kick. I couldn't quite tell. They might have just got the steal on it. I don't think I'm making it back, so I just go for the punch on the seeker. Again, punch from the side is really hard to deal with. I think our keeper probably gets a kick on the ball. Hawken picks it up, and I just move forward to catch it. I think at this point it's going to be pretty free because I know he's going to kick. Well, he's kicked historically, so I just make sure I'm going a little bit slow so he doesn't kick me right when I catch it. And I have time to dodge, so I just go for a little dodge, and it's free anywhere. That was actually a really close shot. This is just bad aim. When it's free like this, you really want to make sure you don't miss. But I almost aim too high, but it gets a honestly lucky bounce into the hoop. But yeah, when you're free like that, you don't really have much of a reason to miss, so you really want to take your time a little bit and just take like an extra, I don't know, 0.1 seconds and be sure of your aim. But yeah, I go for another side tackle on the seeker here. Just get some chip damage. That guy was really low. I probably should have turned around and gone for the kill on that guy. I think it was a chaser. I see him right here. 2 health. I should have just gone for the kill there. Eric's already attacking, so I should have... I don't know what I'm doing here. I should have gone for him. I think I'm looking for the snitch. And I am able to get the punch, but I do think I should have killed that guy. So here I'm just trying to track the snitch the whole time. And I come from like the side a little bit, but he dodges way down. Luckily I don't invest in my tackle early here. A little surprised I didn't, but he moves way down and I follow. And luckily, I'm just trying to stay in the path of where the snitch is going. he comes back up right in front of me, and then you just punch and get 2 free damage. Now I'm looking to make a play on the quaffle. It was a protected kick. I'm pretty sure we just scored. Yeah, we had just scored. So this was a protected kick. But even if it's a protected kick, a beater can like bump the ball. It's not really intended that you can do that, but a beater can do that. So it kind of bumps off of him, and now it's a play like a timing. I know he's gonna go for this because he's already like going for aggressive kicks. So I'm just hoping that I can get it and immediately dodge. So like the second I touch it, he's going for the kick, I immediately dodge. If you're a little bit too early here, sometimes you just dodge and you're gonna be too early, or sometimes you just weren't gonna make it anyways. So just know that could be really tight timing, but sometimes it works out like that. Just be ready to react quickly there. And now I'm looking for the Seeker. 3 health. Come from the side. It's a little bit late, so he's already passed me. Let's see, when could I have tackled? I just turned too late. I'm turning to the right too late here. I should have been turning earlier. But honestly, I just turned too late, and the punch is just going to miss no matter what. Because I like punch like immediately from the side, but he like cuts a little bit left. He also sees me because I'm like right in front of him, so he just maneuvers a little bit. This is another protected kick, so you have to wait for it. You can't really tell, honestly, but this is protected, so if I try to touch it now, it's just gonna like stun me a little bit, and he's gonna be able to pick it up anyways. So I'm just kind of waiting for it. I could have tackled maybe, but I think I would have got there first, and then I would have been stunned and he would have made it through anyways. Unfortunately, our chaser gets scammed as well here. So you'll see right now he tackled and he has possession. Like you see it, everyone in the game sees it. It shows it on the left side here, and it just gives it back. For some reason the server gives it back to him. Again, this is the exact same thing that happened to me earlier. We're not really sure why this happens, but sometimes it just happens. And unfortunately, he scores off of it. Really annoying, but just kind of nothing you can do about it. You just kind of keep playing. So now I'm just sitting at like 40%, looking for the kick out. I think he's holding it for the Seeker. Honestly, I should be looking. I should be doing like a combination of looking forward and backwards with focus camera, and just looking forwards to see where the chasers are and where the keeper is. I generally try to follow the blue indicator, but I should focus cam anyways. Like you can see this blue indicator that's like pointing in a straight line with the keeper. So he's like over here to the right a little bit. Now he's moving over to the left. So I try to like be in front of him so I can get the kick, but sometimes it doesn't work like that. Right now, the reason I'm following this guy is I found it's pretty effective when you receive it if you're like following them, because it's hard for them to like turn around and move and be with you when they're directly in front of you. I get a bludger on me and he's turned around at this point, so I'm a little bit vulnerable. I have to dodge that. Luckily, Eric is on the left side, because that guy would have been coming in from the top off my dodge, and I would have had no way to get away from it other than just normal movement. Keeper goes for another kick. Eric unfortunately doesn't get the dodge off, but he picks it up, and right now I'm in a really good spot to get a tackle from the side. Their guy's about to catch the snitch, so right now I don't know why I dodge here. I think I was just thinking maybe a chaser one of the like back chasers could have got me. It did a little bit of nothing. Honestly, it might have been what slowed me down enough to not score. But I was basically in a race to like try to score before. Maybe if I went that hoop, I wouldn't have made it even that hoop. Maybe I just wouldn't have made it anyways, but I was just trying to get those last points. So now we're tied up, 40 seconds left, which is a little bit of crunch time. And I'm back, so I'm not going to be able to make a play on the quaffle. I mean, you can move forward, but in my opinion, it's just way safer always to just, if you're back and you see your team forward, just back up and go up, even with little time remaining. So either my team's going to make a play on it, or I'm going to be on defense. Looks like the other team kicks it forward. It's kind of a weird angle. I don't really know how it like came this way, but plus them both being all three over here. But I'm able to recover. I dodge the chaser, pass it to Hawken. He moves it forward to Eric. At this point, I assume Eric's just going to go for the shot, so I'm kind of hoping that he makes it, and he does. So at this point, I go for a punch on the Seeker, even though most people probably think it's done, or the game might be done. They do have a chance to score. Like, you can make it down the field in this time and score, so in that chance that they do, I want to try to, like, you know, soften up the Seeker a little bit. So because this is a hero kick, he's like pretty far forward, so this kick can be protected for a lot of the field. So you could tell this kick locked onto a chaser. You can tell right here, right when it turned and starts following this guy, it's locked onto him. But because it's a keeper kick, it's gonna stop locking onto you at some point. You can't go forever with this following like a normal pass would. So right now I'm just trying to follow this, like, and be in between them when it falls off, because I know it's not going to follow him all the way there. And at that point, it's a loose ball. Maybe he thinks it's going to keep following him, but unfortunately, it does not. So I'm able to make the play on the quaffle. At this point, there's 10 seconds left. I pass it up to Eric. Hopefully, we can get 100 points. He gets hit by a bludger like right when he catches it. Maybe he had time to dodge, but it would have been close. But I'm in a good spot right behind him. The chasers are behind me. I can see that bright red indicator. But when you get hit by the bludger, it tosses it a little bit behind yourself. So you can kind of game that a little bit by like turning and facing the direction if you know you're going to get hit. But he was just facing forward, so it hits it a little bit backwards. I'm able to recover. He's coming forward for the kick like he's done all game. That's just his play style. He's an aggressive kicker. I dodge and get a completely open shot. So yeah, the things I could have done better here is focus more on that first niche for sure. He kind of got that a little bit for free, but we were able to have a pretty good chaser game with me, Hawken, and Eric. We had a lot of pressure, so we were able to score a lot, which kind of canceled out their Seeker getting the snitches. So yeah, I think that was a pretty decent game to see, a pretty close one. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave a comment if you have anything you want to see, or send me a DM on Discord. So have a great rest of your day, guys.